Well, for some, we know that the holidays can be really fun, and for others, it can be a really difficult time, especially for those who are experiencing loss, grief, or even loneliness.
Yeah, our friend Dr. Sheryl Ziegler is here. She's a licensed therapist. Thank you so much for coming in. This is important to talk about because it can be really tough for a lot of people this time of year. Talk about the holiday blues.
Yeah, I think the holiday blues, we know it sort of represents that feeling that you're down, the Christmas music or the holiday lights and things like that, families gathering, all of the movies, they just make you feel like maybe I don't belong there. That's not my life. That's not my reality. So it's this period of depression or sad feelings that occur around the holidays. It typically starts leading up to Thanksgiving and can go all the way through the new year. And not necessarily that in January you bounce right out of it, because in general the winter is hard for some people, but this was really focused on just how the holidays can make some people feel just really lack of motivation, some sadness, and maybe not wanting to really socialize with other people.
Are there any particular things that really exacerbate this feeling for people?
Yeah, so certainly loss. This is a big time of year where you miss whoever you've lost through death or through illness or Alzheimer's, dementia. So it can be a physical loss. It can also just be a mental loss as well, or not being able to be with loved ones because maybe they're serving overseas or they live across the country. So there's a feeling of loss because this is really a time of connection. It's really a time of when families get together. So if somebody can't get together with someone or they feel lonely, they don't feel like they have someone, they're estranged from their family, there are so many scenarios that really trigger this, but it's mostly around sort of the gathering.
How can people manage their emotions right now if they're going through this?
So I think reaching out to anyone in your life is really important. It's probably the top tip.
Yeah.
And yes, some of the root of this is, well, maybe I don't feel like I have someone to reach out to. So that doesn't mean that it has to be a very deep and close, intimate relationship. It can just mean being a little bit more social with coworkers, reaching out to somebody who you aren't that close with and trying to get closer with them. But connecting with others is one of the really important things. And self-care is really important too. So getting out there when there is sunshine or just getting fresh air, taking walks, and really being mindful and planning, how are you going to spend the holidays? A lot of people, when asked who are in this situation, and you say, well, what are you going to do? They say, I don't know.
Yeah.
And so really just be proactive. Think to yourself, is there someone you can reach out to? Is there something that you can create? Because you're not the only one, and I want people to know that. Many, many people feel this way around this time of year.
And we know when you're feeling these really strong emotions, getting out of bed can be a tall order, much less any kind of self-care. So for, friends, family, anybody who would like to help someone who's in the middle of this, what's your advice?
Yes, so be thoughtful. It's kind of like when we were talking about just Thanksgiving. Be mindful for a minute and say, is there somebody I should invite? I know I did that this week. I thought of somebody and said, let me invite them to Thanksgiving. Let me make sure they have somewhere to be. And so I think anyone who's hosting a holiday event, whether it's a Friendsgiving, whether it's with family or both, think to yourself, is there somebody who may need an invitation? And what's the worst thing that can happen? They say, oh no, I'm good. Right. Or it gives you an opportunity if they say, no, I'm not going to come. And if you say, well, do you have plans? And they say, no, but I think I'm just going to stay home. It's really an opportunity to say, please come, even if just for part of the day. And that we know can make a huge difference. Just some of that connection, because again, it's all about connection.
Yeah. Oh, such great advice, Dr. Sheryl Ziegler. Thank you so much for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
That's good.